My name is Garrett. The business is Indigo Cloth. We are 10 years old, going into our 11th year. And in the building that we're here 5 years, and before that we were on St. William Street. It started off as a clothing store and then developed into creative agency, coffee shop, magazine, and a few other things then as well. My inspiration for the business came out of the fact that I was working in the industry for a few years with different companies, and I'd also worked part-time in clothing stores and stuff as well before that. So what I felt was that there was a missing space for an interesting independent store that could stock contemporary labels at a kind of a accessible premium price point, and that brought a bit of creativity to Irish fashion. Like anything, the elements kind of accumulate. It wasn't the original plan to have 3 different elements, although the plan was certainly to be open to that. My background is kind of multifaceted, so I ended up having a multifaceted business by circumstance. When I opened Indigo Cloth as a fashion store, it was always going to develop into other things, but I was interested to see it go into the directions that it had. And then in terms of the coffee shop, we became really good friends with Clement and Pico, who were across the road from us on St. William Street. And when we moved down to Temple Bar, we kind of brought them with us. And in the building that we're in, it's 3 floors, 4 stories. So we naturally just had this kind of head, heart, legs of the business type thing. That's kind of how we view the business. When we first started, social media was only kind of in its infancy. So Twitter had only just begun, and there was no Instagram or Snapchat or anything else. So today, Instagram is vital. It's very visual. Naturally, we're a visual-led company, so that's important. But in terms of how we promote ourselves, we no longer advertise. Sometimes we might do the odd one as a favour, but we no longer advertise, and we do our own, apart from Tread, we also have our own in-house magazine as well. I think we'll definitely develop our online. That's been kind of developing now probably 3 years, ever since we adopted the Shopify program. In terms of another location, would never rule it out. But Ireland is a small place. Anybody who wants to shop in Indigo Cloth, and even if they live in Cork or Galway, they're going to get up 2 or 3 times a year. So I don't see that happening anytime soon either. I think people in their late 20s, early 30s really understand it, if we were to kind of just put that little kind of paragraph around it. But it's more a mindset thing than it is an age thing.